Man, I mean, we just gonna take a second and we gotta take a second and just look at these things. Like, man, they are cool. They are cool. Um, Now that I got your attention, let's talk about it. You know, I heard through the grapevine, shout out to the 14 Prime, but I've been hearing that Hasbro is gonna stop making Transformers. Y'all, we like Transformers, but it's something I'm gonna put out there. I don't know if y'all realize it, but I watch, a lot of people's channels. I binge watch everything. I don't just watch stop motion. I watch everything. I like watching new stop motion people, new reviewers, new everything. Matter of fact, if y'all know some reviewers, tag them under this video so I can see their stuff. Like, I like watching Transformers stuff. I've been around for a long time, so I'm like, I really got into transforming bots through Mighty Orbots. So some of y'all don't even know what that is, but Mighty Orbots was it, and it pulled me in. And Devastator is definitely one of my favorite combiners. But I've been seeing reviews where people, and like I said, other videos where people commenting and talking negatively are all the things that's wrong with it. Being a reviewer just ain't talking about what's wrong with it. It's talking about what's right with it. And man, this community, boy, there's a saying people say you can't please all the people all the time. Man, boy, watching some of these videos, it's like y'all, some people don't like nothing. I look at people comments and talk to some of them. I don't debate and go back and forth now, but I do like, talking to people and engaging and finding, people in the community. But it's like, well, this was good, but I don't like that. And this was terrible. But now that when they say they're going to stop, oh boy, here we go. So you can't get mad when a company tired of making toys and all you do is complain about them. It is a saying that, see, I'm old, so, I say a lot of sayings, but, you don't miss your water till the well run dry. Man, listen, we drying our own well up. We drying our own well up. Talk about the movies and the movies and the box office is going down. Y'all, we all go to the movies, yeah, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people just watch them on the internet. They still watching them, but it ain't getting that credit. And because of that don't mean the movie was bad. It just meant that a lot of people watched it online for free. I mean, that don't mean Transformers suck. I like all of them. I go to the movies. I see everything. I watch some online too, but I go to the movies too. And I like all of them. I like everything. But people will take somebody trying to keep the franchise alive and talk negatively about Earthspark. Man, they don't need to have that. I don't hear a lot of pluses. I hear so many minuses. How about this? For every negative thing, find 4 or 5 good things that you like. Reviews probably be a lot shorter then, but 4 or 5 good things that you do like. And because, that I think that'll help things. Just look at it like, if you was buying a kid something, they always say, yeah, I like it, but I don't like this about it. After a while, you're going to stop buying that kid stuff. And that's probably what Hasbro doing, saying, you know what? Y'all make your own Transformers. But that's it. This ain't a rant about that, but I just thought about that and I wanted, y'all to hear my opinion on it. Stop motion tutorials. have had people comment on a ton of videos, ask me about stop motion tutorials. They're like, I'm glad you guys like them, but if you go to my first video, you will see how I've come a long way. It didn't start out this way. I don't know what kind of pointers you really want. I just went on YouTube when COVID hit. I said in this a video before, but when COVID happened, I kind of went on YouTube and that's how I learned. I didn't even know what stop motion was. But I don't like doing videos that people do. So that kind of goes into, some pointers. But first thing is, and this is what I did. When I found out, I watched a ton of videos and I wanted to make sure mine were different. I don't want to have just another da-da-da-da-da or just another da-da-da-da-da. I like, different. That's one thing you want to do. What's your reason for doing stop motion? You kind of think about it. What's your reason? My reason, I ain't trying to be the biggest stop motion, yada, 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 and create the best epic films and woo. And man, I just like transforming bots and making them move and they look cool moving around. And evidently a lot of other people like looking at it too. So that's why I do it. I'm not trying to, become a billionaire off of that. That would be nice. Don't get me wrong. And I definitely appreciate the likes and the thumbs ups and the sharing of videos because, I've seen people share my videos on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere, different other communities. And I appreciate it all. So, definitely you want to, be different and enjoy the process. I don't really know what questions to really answer. I don't know a lot of the formal stuff. I don't use Dragon Frame. I don't know how all the stop motion. I don't know how to do that. I just, got like Final Cut Pro and iMovie, and I use those and take pictures. And I don't know how to count frames by frames per second. I don't count my frames. I just look at it and be like, this look cool. And I just look at it and take pictures. And take a lot of pictures. The more pictures you take, the smoother it kind of be sometimes. So I don't know, but if it's a specific question, just go in the comments and ask that question, and I'll try to, respond to it because I respond to everybody for the most part. Let's see. I don't know. I just be different. That's the thing. Something else that I wanted to kind of touch on that I don't know if, well, I haven't seen anybody touch on it, but it's a lot of people that like Transformers. It's a lot of people. And it's a lot of people that like Transformers that's going on YouTube. Something to think about. You don't have to go on YouTube and be a reviewer like this person. You don't have to go on Transformers and do unboxings like that person or those 5 people. If you got 5 outstanding unboxers, then talk about something different about it. And I think that'll help things. We have, people that do reaction videos like this. We don't need 5 more Jobbies. We got enough Jobbies. We like Jobby. Jobby is him. We don't need 15 more M-Goes. And, do that thing, that you'll find your niche. Just start recording, making videos. Now, don't get discouraged. Just go on and put some videos out because I love watching Transformer content. I don't care if you do stop motion. I don't care if you do reviews. I don't care what you do. And y'all know most of the people that watch my channel don't even not subscribe to me, but the people that know that subscribe, man, I'm the emoji king, boy. I go through your video. I binge watch everybody videos and I go through and 1,000 emojis. I love emojis. I just figured out what they were a couple years ago. So I'm new to the game. So that's what I do. But, y'all, just because, they stop making movies, we don't have to wait on somebody else. Y'all, if we're a community, we all got cell phones. You don't got to get you can use your cell phone. You don't need the red camera. You can get you a cell phone and get on YouTube and just find something different about it. Come at a different angle and you're most likely, you're going to have a good time doing it and it's going to be productive. But if we all did that, I don't think, we might not even miss it because there's some great stop motion animators. Now, if you know some too, I want to tag them in the comments because I need to know. I know a couple, I think like Double Dagger and I don't know, 14 Prime. I like looking at his. I like looking at, man, I wish the Lazy Eyebrow come back. Lazy Eyebrow, I like your stop motions. Different people. But I don't know. I ain't gonna talk too long. Here's a little something else. I'll try to do something else, another video like that. But here's a couple more stop motions. If you still here, type 10. Y'all have a good day, man.
Searching.
Move, 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 move! Initiating.